yapıp böyle kalıyorum. Bakmıyorlar bile falan. Çok fenalık.
Sövmeyin oğlum adamları.
Sövüyorlar mı?
Date'in nasıl ağrı kesiciler mide için zararlı olabiliyor, haberin olsun mide koruyucusu. Ben içtim bugün mide koruyucusu. Evet, başladık Lotus'a. Buyurun. Kritik map, bunu Fnatic'in net alması lazım hocam. Yapmayın. Bu arada bayağı çilleştirdi beni. Şu an ağrı kesiciler.
Ağrın geçti mi?
Biraz. Var ama hala. Fnatic flash almadı mı? Eyvah, flashları yok. Neyle oynuyorlar? Leo. Fade almış. Ama Leo da fade'i burada iyi oynuyor ya.
He's not managed to dodge the Tiger, but he even still manages to land the shot onto Oxy.
Güzel oğlum.
He may be stunned.
A döndürüyorlar. Derke shoulder pick.
The rest of the team are now looking to go.
Vur onu. Yapma. O ne? Ya Vtc'ye de ölmezsin böyle Leo ya. Derke iyisin oğlum. İyisin oğlum. Aynen öyle. Evet smash ya. Comeback yedi. Evet. Ay.
It's a full bit of control towards the spawn as Zeppa just jumps around right-clicking. A mean punish on Chronicle. As Alpha Yer.
Allah Neli, helal lan sana.
A quick double kill.
2v2. Attın tareti. Oyna, Boster oyna, önden oyna. Boster önden oyna oğlum. Vur onu. Nice. Ananı. Eyvah. Boster ne olur lan. Al yarıya, al yarıya, al yarıya. Al yarıya. Evet oğlum. Nice lan sana, helal oğlum. İşte bu ya. İşte bu Boster. Boster is back. Let's go. Hadi full focus.
Jake tapped it. Jake got Jake's attention.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all added up.
Yeah.
Arkadaşlar reklamları kıstım zaten. Ben bu maça özel reklamları kıstım. Daha da kısamam. Kusura bakmayın. Yeter artık şu reklam konusunda ağlama olmasın. Rica ediyorum ya.
In the last, what was that? 4 in a row it was for C9 up until this one.
Yes, 4 pistols in a row, absolutely. Map 2, map 3.
But guess what?
Al baba chat'i sanmoda.
Yeah, what a surprise, huh? What a surprise.
It was so successful on Bind. A judge for Oxy as well. He seems to enjoy this on the attack. Maybe a little bit too much, if I'm being honest. It makes me feel dirty. But already, I don't think that last pack exactly worked the way he wanted to, and they've got stuck in the mud. Vulnerable as they enter the site, but there's not really anyone there. Well, oh no. There was Alpha within the smoke.
Bunlar forslamış.
More of the same, repeated, or I think he just about managed to dodge the C's that went in onto that. That could have been
Bu judge sıkıntı yaratacak bize. Derke de öyle.
A lot of these players were tagged up just moments ago, but the heal came back through and brought them up to healthy fighting form. The judge still hasn't been fully spotted.
Nice lan Leo.
Leo dropped it, but at what cost? As he leaves Chronicle all
çok iyi
alone.
Chronicle.
The death of Boaster
1v2
means the
canım da
Viper
var.
has to
Sağda
clutch
2
it and
kişi
they're stacked
ya.
up together. 2 players, too many to take down. C9 do it again with the force by taking round 2.
Çok teşekkür ederim arkadaşlar. Eğer Prime'ınız varsa, Prime'la sub olursanız reklam da izlemiyorsunuz. Prime sub'ı geçtim. Normal sub'lıkta 10 lira. Bence bu devirde kimseye koymaz. Normal sub olursanız da reklam izlemiyorsunuz. Yani sub olmayıp reklam izlerseniz ben daha çok kazanırım. Ona da okeyim.
Sana hala bunları konuşuyor olmaları.
I have my doubts, but
İşte.
One to one. As you said, Fnatic are not going to meet them.
Ya Derke.
In the chaos. Alpha,
Eko sıkıntı yok. Olur.
put a scope on that weapon.
Abi defansta 5 el alsa Fnatic çok iyi. Bak 5 el ya.
I think they actually had the choice, by the way, of having the judge
Yalnız Fnatic'in defans başlaması da çok kötü oldu bu mapa ya.
As they ran past it and kept the judge.
Atak başlasa.
That I cannot get behind. But,
Bunlar özgüven alacaklar.
each their own.
Böyle el aldıkça. İyisin oğlum
Okay,
ya.
that's good for the first, but again, look at this guy go. Up close,
Ne
far
judge'mış
away,
ya.
it doesn't seem to matter.
He's
And now
not
he's going to
far
take the
off.
space. He's going up top, and it's another.
Silaha
Another
bak.
kill, 2 away from a showstopper now as he hunts down the final player. Flash pops. They haven't cleared him though. They haven't spotted where he is. And there. That was my hope, that the kill doesn't go to Oxy. So he's still 2 away. That showstopper could be a game changer for this squad.
Eyvallah
Yeah,
Wtcn'cim.
but they got the lockdown instead. So I guess
Team
either
çok
way,
iyi
it
değil
ended
mi?
up as a good position for C9 Fnatic.
Kızan
It's
kedi.
funny because you think back to the beginning of the tournament, Zeta were winning all of these force buys, all of these low buy investments versus Cloud9, and now, well, Fnatic are
Bu
biting that bullet
ISO
the same.
patch'inden önceki patch'le oynuyorlar.
Odin bought up early for
Pardon,
Ghost, and once
ISO.
again, it's something I expect to see on
Günaydın,
either
günaydın,
side.
hoş geldiniz.
Go Jake.
Fnatic götten arkadaşlar.
Definitely one of the
Orada
best
saat
when it comes to knowing those angles, knowing those
18,
positions.
10,
Instead, though,
12,
that
12,
judge
24.
still in play, and they're heading into B.
Oh yeah, if anyone was here, they were going to be dead to
Oxy
rights.
B'ye giriş yaptı tabii
You can
Judge
see
olduğu
how
için.
passive Fnatic
Bu round
can be,
önemli bu arada.
realizing
Fnatic'in bu
what's
roundu
likely in
vermemesi
play.
lazım.
And Judge,
Kritik round.
scary as can be, locked down.
Biraz
Gonna
oyun
buy them
sesini
extra
açacağım.
time in the post plant. Running that clock
Bunlar
for
hemen
Fnatic,
giriyorlar,
meaning they
kuruyorlar
can't
ya.
push up for another couple of seconds.
Yani
And we've already seen
çok da
fractions
defans
of a
yapmak
second
istemedi
decide
büyük
around
ihtimal Fnatic orada.
the
Retake
impact of that.
silah avantajları var ya, retake daha iyi şey yaparlar. Silah avantajları var diyorum ama 4 tane vandal var karşıda.
Prowler in.
Yani Judge da çok iş
Fnatic
yapıyor
all
ya.
retaking from the same angle. C9. But they have some players
Nasıl alacağız
outside.
abi bu roundu?
So the herd is
Helal lan
slightly
Chronicle, hadi oğlum.
Jake falling. Now we need to rely
Ekstra
on
lazım.
Judge
Yapma.
getting-
Bakın oraya. Eyvah.
Chronicle to pick up one, but
Çok
the
iyi lan
thrower is
Chronicle.
for Fnatic.
Ne
It's
diyorsun
just
ya?
Chronicle in this round till Leo comes into play, but
Yapma.
time is so low, it's not even half.
Eyvah ya.
It's done already. Vanity will not find a kill, but it does not matter. He's done enough just by
Çok
surviving.
kritik rounddu. Bir de öldü. Eko kaldılar tekrardan.
C9 again, a worldie of a start on this map. Chronicle tried his best, but it just wasn't enough. And that was, again, I love the way that they're using the lockdown. They're never using it in an orthodox way. It's not just, oh, this is used to buy time or used to take the site more so. It's
Nasıl
like,
yapalım?
oh, we're going to use it. Okay, we've got the site, we've got the after plant. Now
şunun
you have to
hareketlere
wait for
bak
the
ya.
lockdown. Or in the previous map where
Kuduruyorum
we've
ya
got
şu an.
Vanity in there to disrupt you, and then you get to those last seconds and you're
Sevmiyoruz biz
screwed.
Vanity'yi. Chat ve
C9
biz
have been
yani komple.
imaginative, creative throughout
Çok
the
cringe.
entirety of this series, and
Tit edici hareketleri var yani. Kuduruyoruz.
they are the masters.
Bir de eleman iyi oynamaya başladı ama.
O sırada
Right
değil mi?
now. Oh, they're looking like they're second best.
There's not a lot to be said for this round. Scraps brought into it. Chronicle already
Yeah, was
down.
spotted.
One of your main defenders on that A side. Leo's been good with the stinger to find at least one.
Ne yapsın ki bu
This
çocuk
time,
tek başına?
leaves Vanity on 9 HP. You know, it's a good attempt. Don't get me wrong. Just not good enough.
Abi Alfajer dölleri kıramıyor.
He's still got the judge!
Of course. And with results like that, why not?
Bir timeout alsın.
If you drop it,
Koç niye timeout almıyor kanka?
back with Boaster.
Ulan,
He's been spotted now.
4. map oldu, bir timeout'unu görmedim ya ben daha
Fnatic'in.
Fnatic'in.
Good luck. Hey, he's finished off the 9 HP Vanity.
Hadi şu an
lead, but that just
timeout
means
tam
the Judge
zamanı.
gets
Timeout
eliminated.
zamanı şu an.
All in all, no losses for C9 that are really noteworthy. Economy now starting to look
Bir
extremely
soğutmaları
healthy.
lazım oyunu yani.
I almost feel like we'll
Ya
see
bir
a
şey
5-1
konuşmasa bile bir
out of
soğutsun
this.
oyunu ya.
I know like the economy doesn't quite look the same as previous, but just because of how every single
Snowball
map
yani
has
şu an
gone.
momentum
Yeah.
aldı
5-1
Cloud9.
Fnatic win the next round. That's how I see it.
5-1, 6-6 half.
Yep.
Let's call
Seems
it
like
now.
a safe bet.
We'll see how it goes.
Throwing everything else out the window, but they might want to try to get back
maybe
in
it's
a
just
little
after
earlier.
final
Huh?
laps they call attack. Who knows? They're going to come in and try
Çok
and
şükür ya.
turn the tide a little bit. And all in all, both teams with high impact ults. 2 Viper's pits. Obviously got the showstopper as well for Oxy, and the Nightfall available for Leo. A decent counter, or 2 decent counters I'd say, to the Viper's pits on the other side. Odin as well actually being kept in on that attack. So Vanity,
Aa, burada
he
değil.
might try and counter spam
Gitmiş.
the ideas of
Doğum
Boaster.
günüymüş biliyor musun?
Ha.
Be interested to see what gun Boaster actually
Üzgün
invests into
yürüyor
this
muydu?
one.
Valla.
Allah Allah, kavga mı etmişler acaba kız? Dedikodu time.
Dur hemen öğreneyim aşkım.
Need to stop the rot a little bit early, otherwise that trophy might be heading home.
Burada gayet
Long way
neşeliydi.
home, back to North
Ne bileyim
America.
sallıyorum. Belki poker face ifadesi böyle üzgün.
Belki de. Yorulmuştur belki. Burada çok şey ya, basık ya.
Evet. Büyük
Not a lot of
ihtimalle.
happiness, not a lot of smiles over in the Fnatic side. As soon as the pause was called, C9 were nothing but smiles. I saw Emmy cracking and
Oğuzhan
hearing
sakin. Bu Amerika takımlarının
imagine
anasını
there was some
sikeyim
sort of
diye girdi chat'e.
along the lines of, oh, we don't need this timeout. We don't need to change. Stick with it as it is. Vanity has gone for the, you know,
Aşkım
guys
senin
talks a
bu
big game
gözle
about Boaster's
tükürmüşler mi ya?
Boaster zone.
Camı biraz
He's come
kirli
in with his own on
galiba.
the attack side, Viper.
3 gündür
The
üst
Chronicle
üste
play. And he went for the
Kullanıyorum
Chronicle spam,
ya
but
böyle,
Fnatic still
üstüme.
managed to push up. I call it the Chronicle spam because Chronicle does it. He also got lit to 44 HP by it. R72 with the wall. Nice shot. Oxy on Boaster. And they are now forced
Ulti de
back a little
açıldı
bit with the
yavrum.
Viper's pit coming into play. They will have full control on the C9
Nasıl bir
side
tek atılacak
over
abi
the C
buraya? Ne
side.
ultimiz var?
Almost
ulti var.
nothing that can be done. There was a good seize hit, but
Chronicle
nothing to
turret'i
capitalize on it
dodge'ladı
with
geliyor.
nobody close enough.
Ama
throwing
her
damage
şeyin
dealing
farkında.
utility.
Köre
There we
hala
go.
bakıyor
Nightfall
oraya
in
yani.
That's a big
Abi
reveal
Köre'yi
as to
vurması
where
lazım.
these players
Kronik şu
are,
an
but
tek
no
kilit nokta bu.
capitalization. They're waiting
GG.
for the push of Chronicle,
GG,
but
gidin
as
silah
was
seveyim.
Curry, even with his
Şakasız.
turret in position to spot him, even that bypass by Chronicle,
Maç
it
gitti ha.
didn't matter, and they're out.
Yeah.
The defensive side have decided it's not enough. We can't find anything here, and with ultimates committed into this round, Mitch, that is a really big win for C9.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah, we've seen a number of rounds where C9 have committed ultimates in previous maps and ended up with absolutely nothing for it. And then they're on the back foot, even doing it when they were on pistols to try
Hayat
to
bitti.
edge it across the line and never quite making it. But for
Abi
Fnatic
saldırı
now,
haritası zaten de
back foot,
yani
very much what they stand on. A chance for them to fight.
biraz da el alması lazım da Fnatic'in. Tamam
Funny
saldırı
enough,
da
but
baba bir
let's see how many
3-4
weapons they do
alsınlar
save.
ya.
There's a lot of steps
Şu an bir de
around Alpha here.
şeyden
They'll have to
korkuyorum.
really sprint if they're gonna try
Hani
and take
sürekli
him
böyle
down.
bir
It looks
momentumu
like that's
alıp
not going to be the choice made.
sürekli ekoya
I think
düşürecekler
C9 made the right
Fnatic'i.
choice, keeping that economy very,
Ona bir falan,
very
ona
healthy.
iki falan
There was no
gelmesin
easy
yani.
win
Oradan dönmez
for
maç
Fnatic on the
söyleyeyim.
way back through.
Bir pistolü
Only
almalarına
saving
bakar
grace is that
defansta.
so many ultimates were burned up. Maybe that can give them something. And especially Oxy, he has to wait this out, but still manages to find an easy entry onto Boaster, showstopper in hand, and a player stood right out in the open.
Bu mu seninki?
The
It was
cursed
no need.
wave.
Evet.
The cursed wave. I don't think good things have ever
Lavuk.
come from that wave.
Ben bunu mu taksam acaba ya? Bu ışık beni
Maybe this will
mahvediyor
be the
söyleyeyim.
first. You know, again, he
Ben
started this
ışıklardan
round out
nefret
Vanity
ediyorum
by
ya.
doing the Chronicle spam onto Chronicle and almost killed
Bunu
him with
taksam.
it, left him on
Ben de bunu
44 with the decay from his very own wall. So he's certainly feeling confident after then catching him on the
Nasılız?
flank later on. Look at this
Sana çok
aggression.
yakışıyor.
Abla olay.
Abla olay.
Boaster got lit down and
Oh,
then
and
Kaçacak
now he's
orada.
dead.
this is a disaster. All the space taken by Oxy. He just holds the W key, and they don't stop winning on the side of C9. What a paranoia!
Nice oğlum
somehow
Dörkü.
Dirk is able to answer back, picking this up just so he
Niye
doesn't
vandalı
have
vurdun?
to
Ne yapıyorsun
reload.
oğlum?
ya?
Sakin ol dur.
Let's hope that doesn't come to play a role. But look who it is on the other side.
Oğlum niye vandalı bıraktı bu herif? Ne diyorsun ya?
And somehow
Ya
Dirk
siktir.
manages to still find the kill. And actually, if Chronicle gets this right, he might just find himself a
Chronicle bir
spike.
yap bir mucize be. Bomba önünde biliyor musun?
Run.
Nice lan.
He's killed off Vanity.
Tamam sakin, bombayı görmedi.
Now
Eyvah.
it comes down to this one
Hayır.
versus one.
Yo yo biliyor mu?
Facing off against
Bilmiyor
Zephyr.
bombayı.
Abo.
Fnatic potentially able to break back, not cleanly.
Tamam ayıktın. Tamam güzel.
Maybe even taking the gamble.
Daha iyi olmuş olabilir bu. Mecbur A oynayacak. Yo B gider. Gider B'ye.
Well, he's got it right at least for now. Does it continue
Nasıl yapalım?
any further? It looks like he's just going to have to stick to the B site, get that plant in. And while now, Chronicle has the information of at least roughly where he is.
Dog online, but you're not
Çok
really
iyi.
going to use
Çabuk.
that through Zephyr to
Çabuk.
save corner, and that's where he's just made it to. The barrel might have been seen. It was called by a
Sen ne diyorsun ya? Bu.
Chronicle spotted with the corner of his
Helal
eye.
lan.
Either way,
Aşkım
that'll
Chronicle'ın
work.
suratına baksana. Eylül'e benzemiyor mu?
For C9
Evet,
and
evet.
then
Değil mi?
Fnatic win
Evet,
around.
Eylül'e benziyor
I
biraz.
can't believe it, Tom.
A Red Bull clutch to do it as well.
Ne yapıyorsun lan?
Definitely
Ne
been having
yapıyor
a good
orada o
season.
ya?
Oruç açıyor.
Hey, you know, got to get that blood.
Absolutely.
This is where Leo's now gonna
Midesi kazınmış Leon'un.
Now that he's energized.
But even still, that was a victory for Fnatic, but it was not a clean
Benim
one.
de
They're
canım
gonna come in
çekti
with
ya.
a much
Al yavrum.
worse buy than their
Hemen
opponents.
sana Japon
Vanity,
çikolatası.
like, I don't know how you can talk smack
Ne oldu?
about an
Çilekli bu.
attack side only
Çilek seversin.
and then
Çilek
go for an
severim.
attack side Viper.
Böyle şeyler de var. Bunlar kaldı. Hepsini ben yedim.
Helal
lan Dörke. Güzel entry, güzel entry oğlum. Paraları da çok ya. Alfo dikkat oğlum. Kaza kurşununa gidersin bak.
Two players still within this area, but Vanity's going to go looking. His IGL counterpart.
Ferit Fnatic'e mi ortak oldu? Neden Fnatic diyoruz? Kanka
Kaç
kaç senedir ben watch party yapıyorum. Hala öğrenemediniz ya. Bir EMEA takımı varsa EMEA takımını tutarsın ya. Hadi onu da geçtim. Benim can kardeşim oynuyor ya Fnatic'te. Alfajer oynuyor ya. Ne yapacağım? Gideyim elin Amerikalısını mı tutacağım? 5v4 hocam. Sıkıntı yok. Oturdular be ya. Ulan o adam ölsün. Alfa ölmüş. Güzel Leo. Aferin oğlum. Güzel trade. Bu ne ya? AWP Viper ne? Dörke helal olsun lan sana. Ne oluyor abi? Vanity neler yapıyor ya? Allah'ın eli bir daha Allah'ın eli. Chronicle ne olur lan. Eyvah kanka. Çok iyi, çok iyi, çok zor. Bir mermi bu arada. Life game atıyor. Life game atıyor. The streak of rounds that we've seen from Fnatic again and again, answering back at 5-1 down, is cut short this time.
Yeah, and Vanity does it on himself. An attack side Viper operator, definitely not the norm, and he ends up getting 3 kills, catches the rotation of Boaster, and then just confident to land that final shot. This man is leading by example, back in a Cloud9 jersey after a very short stint at the beginning of this year. He's returned to form and
bunlar iPhone kullanmaya da karşı.
Now look at the buy. Dörke, he's just running them down.
İyisin oğlum Dörke. Güzel. Main'den kill aldık çıktık. Çok iyi. Ne yapıyor bu? Ne yapıyor bu Curry? Alfa ne yapıyor bu çocuk? Bıcırık kovala oğlum. Alfa bir pikleseydin lan. Niye bu kadar saldın oğlum? 5 can, 5 can, 5 can. İyisin oğlum Chronicle. Kezzap'la öldürdü. Tamam sakin, sakin. Yapma. İyisin oğlum, olsun Boster. 3v1, sıkıntı yok. Ultisi var, alamaz değil mi? Alamaz değil mi? Yok canım. Leo da silah aldı, alamaz, alamaz. Değil mi? Defending it up against a wave of players coming his way. Instead he wants to fight. That spray control came damn close. Chronicle on 45. An inch or two higher. Kız bunu uzaklaştırma.
Şey çiğniyorum ya.
Would have been down to the 1v1, but nonetheless Fnatic take that third. 6-3.
Yanıyor doğru.
Really good spacing from Fnatic to make that basically impossible.
Önemli analizim.
Evet, oyunculara ana bacı girmeyelim arkadaşlar. Sevmediğinizi belirtebilirsiniz, sıkıntı yok ama küfür etmeyelim. Please.
And that's the thing. Again, if this isn't a showcase from Curry, I don't know what is. He's top fragging in a grand final versus Fnatic on a map that if C9 win, they take the trophy. Get this man a damn contract.
At this point, someone needs to lock him down.
Analiz işindesin yenge.
The day is coming. As is the C9 attack side as they look to move in towards C.
Evet, güzel gidiyoruz. 6-3. Gene 6-6 geliyor mu acaba bu map'te de? 6-6 olursa var ya, bitti. Fnatic aldı map'i. Öyle söyleyeyim.
C9, there's been a couple of these sort of attempts where they move towards the side, they even show
Defans
presence,
6 el çok iyi olur.
and they slow things down. Whether it's
Önce bir
waiting
4
for a
yapalım da.
push on C or down
Evet,
open the
Killjoy'un
door,
ultisi var
most
Curry'nin.
likely, and most
Ulti atmaya
often,
geliyor.
it's Vanity trying to catch that aggression. Now, Dirk
Buraya
might have punished
tamam.
him before.
Güzel.
Lockdowns,
Counter
that's
ulti
gonna
çok
buy
iyi.
us plenty of
İyisin
time.
oğlum Alko.
There's no flank in play. There's no aggression up on A. There's no noise being made.
Ama yeme onu
Gets
Boster.
alarm bells ringing.
Boster.
No one's pushed up and no one's made those rotations.
Boster detect.
Maybe the A
Detained.
site's a little bit
Tamam.
more open.
Oraya bomba atarsan olacak Oxy.
The Boster did get detained, but they're not following up
Tamam,
on it. And in fact, a
sıkıntı yok.
well-placed nade
Geldik.
there might have just completely
Geldi bomba.
crushed their chances.
Boster.
It may still do so. Luckily, the
Vur oğlum onu. Nice lan Boster. Çok önemli. Bir tane daha.
But Jake is quick to punish. The Chronicle watching on the cross. It's at least a little bit of an angle to fight from for Fnatic as the rest of the team comes back through.
Dur bakayım.
And the spike is nowhere near
Dur
being
bakayım,
planted.
sıkıntı yok.
They
Sıkıntı
still
yok. Curry
haven't
bir
made
can
that Dirk
kanka.
as well, and they are just waiting with 12 seconds left.
Ha
They
şeymiş,
deny
dikey
this
yemiş.
almost completely.
10 saniye.
It all depends
Güzel bomba.
where this nade lands and where
İyi
the
bomba
plant is
oğlum.
planted. And it's going
Biliyorsunuz
to be
yerlerini,
successful,
işte bu.
but no way to defend.
Bu onları bu.
What are the chances of them having a seized
Çok iyi oğlum. 6-4 çok iyi.
very depth of the round?
No bro.
Paraları var mı? Paraları bitmiyor
For
amına
the
koyayım
side
ya.
of C9, but once again, after a
Amerika
great
abi.
early start, Fnatic bringing this one
Bak
back.
buraları göremiyorum mesela, çok karanlık.
Still a lot of close rounds. Still going to be a
Değişelim.
purchase. This
Yo,
time
yo,
from,
iyi
like,
miyim?
Curry
Bu daha iyi
line,
oldu
I was
hatta.
gonna say, like,
Harbi ışık beni çok kötü etkiliyormuş.
I can understand Oxy going for the judge.
Bir de bunlar hep
I'd
bir
say
beyaz ışık kullanıyor
Evet
zaten
abi ya.
her yerde ya.
Sürekli beyaz ışık.
Killjoy judge might be a little bit off kilter. The main
Hastanede
thing for
gibiyim ya
C9
sürekli.
in this round is how many ults are close. Viper's Pit one away. Showstopper as well. If they can get those
Politik
online,
şaka
maybe they
yakaladın
can pad
Emre.
the difference, which is currently there. Okay, well, Showstopper's online, Mitch.
They've got it very quickly
Hiç
into
mi
that
dedi o?
round. No orbs required. I'll take that. I guess that's the problem with trying to play aggressive. Once you get pushed back by that util, it's not always a safe way out.
Seni bulduğum yerde
Fnatic
dom altı,
losing
bağır
out,
da, çağır da.
Chronicle losing your Viper, losing that utility
Özlem
that often
Gürses'e selam
denies the
olsun.
space
Özlem
around
abla.
here.
Severek
Around
takip
tree.
ediyoruz.
They're getting a ton of information. And most importantly, robbing it from the hands of Fnatic, putting this defensive side in a position where they really have to pick their fights, and they better pick correctly. Still, that lurker on the other side of the map looking for aggression. It doesn't come through, so the point of contact is just to play on through. Oxy, though,
Gidemezsin, yakalandın.
and that showstopper will find no kill, but it does find a ton
Güzel.
of space.
Neyimiz var? Boster'ın
With the
ultisi
man
var.
advantage.
Nasıl
A
kullanabiliriz
Viper's
buraya?
Pit now from that plant.
Aa, nasıl yapalım Viper
Again.
ultiyi?
This becomes really difficult for Fnatic. First of all, they have to clear Curry.
Çok sıkıntı
Be
el.
sat behind them.
Bu eli alırsak
It's
mucize.
actually not cleared
Öyle
by the
söyleyeyim
Prowler,
size.
but it has to be something in their minds. Oxy goes down, maybe a little bit overzealous. But Fnatic are still just looking to try and deal with Curry. They can't leave him in behind, and he is
Ya öldü.
causing havoc, killing off Leo already. Jake as well around.
Alpha!
But still though, is trying his damnedest, looking for a little bit more, but the swing.
Onu da vur.
Zappa takes it across the line.
Daha ne yapsın ki adam? Kaç vursun Alfacer ya?
Had to add that extra body to the kill count, and well, look,
Yok ya, alacağım bu
it's
çocuğu.
unfortunate for him. He definitely did
Baksana
try
harcanıyor
his
çocuk.
damnedest. But with one round left, well, it feels like the first time, Tom, we're not going to have an equal half. Already guaranteed that C9 will have the lead when we swap over to their defensive side. The question is, how big of a lead will it be? A 7-5 half isn't damning for Fnatic. 8-4 though will be tough to recover, especially
Biraz da
with the
BBL
way the
harcarsın.
pistols have been going. Sure, Fnatic won the one here, but C9 have been consistently
Maçız.
locking them up. Curry, the
Bak bu
first
işi
to
güzel
fall.
yapmaya başladı Fnatic. Bir yeri pushlayıp A lobby, B push. Kill alınmaya başlandı, güzel. Ama 4v5 eller verilmesin. Boster'a yardım, Boster'a yardım. Dörke koş. Velit'i nereden... Ananı avradını. Ayıksın oğlum, ayıksın Leo. Tamam onu vur. Ne yapıyor abi, bu ne ya? İyisin lan, bu kadar. Öyle Valorant mı olur ya?
Firing back with a bulldog. It's a risky game, but it worked out. Oxy on his way through on C. He's alone here. This is either going to be a fake or an attempt to take a little bit more space.
Tamam, farkındayız.
In fact,
Ne
it's going
yapıyorsun?
to be a very
Ne yapıyorsun?
dangerous situation because of Showstoppers.
Ne yapıyorsun?
And he's managed to blast back
Nice,
out
güzel
of
oğlum.
his path.
Not believe
Allah.
that Like, I understand why he didn't want to die to the showstopper, but that's lunacy. Leo puts another one in the grave, and now it's left on to Jake. No ace in the 1v5. Who
Çok
could
güzel.
have thought it?
7-5.
And a fifth round for Fnatic. This map definitely isn't over just
Defansta
yet.
5 el gayet iyi.
All the Fnatic fans given a little bit of hope as we come towards the end of that with 5 to 7, a
Efendim?
2-round gap, and a pistol that could more or less equalize things here. For C9, they've had their maps where it was a close start. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Look, blast pack, he times it, he waits, right past him, and with the shorty in hand, it was close.
Dün kazansaydık ben bugün Fenerbahçe formasıyla gelecektim.
Like, that's the thing. If Durka there, like, he not only gets
Çok
hit to like
hareketli bir
half HP,
maçtı
if he
ama.
doesn't run backwards, he is
5
5
dead.
saat sürdü yani benim için. Her dakika bir
90 dakikalık 5 saat sürdü ya.
bacağıma
That spreads a
vurdu.
little bit tighter.
I like the way
Evet.
that
Penaltıyı
Ogre's
kaçırınca
frame
Tadic
works. Showstopper,
şey
I'm gonna
yorgana vurdum.
dive at you.
Yorganın
Like, I'm not
altında
going
Aysun'un
backwards.
bacağı
I'm
var.
gonna
Shoot at your feet, are you, bro? You're gonna shoot at me. All right, I'll move.
7
Durduk
to
yere
5
iş.
though. Still, not a bad half, but again, we know that Fnatic thrive on this attack.
Pardon.
In fact, most teams do. So it's going to be down to C9 to prove that they've got it on their defensive side. They've got off to strong starts in pretty much every single half, be it winning the pistol or winning the second. Now, doing that
Oğlum bilerek
on
vurmadık.
the
Dur bir yere
defensive
şikayet
side,
etmeyin ya.
there's a different beast. They've mostly, if they have lost a pistol round, it's been while on their attack side where they can take those
Özür
risks
diledim
with
zaten. O an
force.
direkt
They
özür
won
diledim.
in most
Ya chat
cases.
tutmayın
They
abi
also
beni.
just haven't lost
Allah
anywhere
Allah.
near as many pistols. 4 of the last 5, I believe, have gone their way.
Correct. I'd say, and you know, the ones that haven't, they typically bite back immediately.
Yeah,
the force
exactly.
buy, like, there's been one successful.
Abi Tadic
build
yine
on
penaltı
Fnatic.
kullanacakmış. Vardan uyarı
They
gelmesin.
capitalize and take at least somewhat of a lead of a stretch of rounds. Short of that, it's been I won a pistol and we're 5-1 down. Or C9 just walk away with it to begin with.
O kadar soğuk değil aslında ama
Sıcak hatta ben bugün sen gittikten sonra klimayı açtım. Ne diyorsun?
klimayı açtın. Ben şok. Aysu ve klima.
5
dakika.
Çizgimi bozma.
Yeter bu kadar deyip kapattın
Aynen.
değil mi?
Fenaydı ama klima ha. Hemen soğuttu.
Japon kliması aşkım.
As a solo anchor, I don't expect to see him take too many fights until the rest of his team join up.
İlk el kritik yalnız ha.
Oh, Fnatic
Güzel.
got
Plant
themselves
alındı.
that after
Post
one.
plant oynuyoruz. Buraya dikkat bak. Şu
Falling
linke
back
dikkat.
and watching
Zeppa'yı öldürdük mü
in on
bitti bu
that
iş.
flank. They've got the alarm bot.
Onu bulsana
Keep
Chronicle.
that control. Nobody's coming in that direction. Chronicle wants to fight.
Onu vurman
wants to
lazım.
party.
Gel.
And Dirk are up close. It's the
Nice
battle
oğlum. Bir tane daha.
of those Raze players. Jake again with the classic. Will keep things even. Vanity is just on the spot.
Alo.
He didn't
Yarıya
get it
getirdi ha. Alo.
originally, and he's got it to half. That could be a problem for Fnatic. It's something that they
Alo bak çözer. Çözer. Tamam çözem. Yapma. Nice oğlum. Tamam oyna artık oraya. Bir can alfa bir can. Nice oğlum. Nice oğlum. Nice oğlum. Güzel. Çok kritik elde. İyisin Alfacan. That's my boy.
Needed pistol round for the side of Fnatic. The gap bridged slightly. And my mind goes back to all those successful rounds C9 had, force buying up. Defensive side here though, they don't get to use their numbers in that same way. Retakes won't be quite as easy. And you know Fnatic are going to be investing into this round.
Sırtı ağrıdı ya
Wanting to
reisin.
buy a lot of rifles. In fact, a double Marshall play alongside a Guardian and 2 Bulldogs. This is a very strong buy for the attacking side. And C9 may have made the right call by going to pistols. It is still going to be 4 Sheriffs alongside a Bookie. Plenty of potential for C9 if they're given duels that Fnatic shouldn't be giving away. I want to see this attack side minimize.
Abi yok ışıktan dolayı. Işık çok rahatsız ediyor. Başımı ağrıttı. O yüzden. Ne istiyorsun?
Bak
ilaç buydu.
You know, these are the rounds where C9 are going to try to do things like that.
Yeah.
Group up, get aggressive, and try to catch someone off guard. It hasn't worked out, and in fact,
Şu an
it sent Fnatic
geçti ama
funneling in
başardı.
towards the side
Hem
of the
ilacın
map
etkisi
that's
hem de gözlük
much
iyi geldi.
less heavily defended. If they go through this, Bucky though.
Oh,
Dodged it.
Abi.
no, he hasn't dodged the bullets though.
Ah 30
Almost
can
dies
ya
to
şu
that
çocuk.
alone. Leo knows the
Oh
tricks.
güzel.
Dark, nice shot from Curry. Said his
Bir
Sheriff
tane daha almasın o.
solid.
Bir tane daha almasın o.
Jake's found one as well.
Facer
Somehow
öldü.
they always seem to make these rounds
Helal oğlum
competitive. Leo having to snap back and
3
keep
ve 3.
things even at least for now. But these
Helal oğlum
shots
Bosta,
just
sıkıntı
aren't
yok.
missing.
2 ve 2. Bosta çık
Oxy
oradan.
up close is
Vur
gonna
lan ondan. Nice lan size.
to the 1v1,
Güzel,
but
güzel.
no. Chronicle and Boaster
Beklemiyordum
will make sure
vuracağını.
that they at least save a
Kimi?
couple of those rifles,
Boster
but
vurmadı ama onu.
again,
Diğeri
Sina
vurdu.
Diğeri vurdu.
competitive, and again, I
Ama hani
have
direkt
to point
Boster
out the
direkt tekte
scoreboard.
ölecek gibiydi yani.
The standing of Curry,
Diğerinin
top
mallığına
of
biraz
the
şey
board
oldu
Evet.
sanki.
right
Mallık değil mi?
17 and 11 as well. Almost
Fero
double
ısıtma
the
torbasına
next player on
elini
his team.
ağzını terini falan sildi Ayso.
Playing the killjoy. Given a
Neyse,
lot of
öylesin
tough
oğlum,
roles in
şey.
that attack
Yok
side.
abi götünü sildi
Being left
sözümü de.
behind,
Başka
having
yer
to play a lot
kalmadı
of
zaten.
late rounds.
Salak
Success
abartıyorlar
has been
ya.
there time and time again. He's been so impressive to watch play. For Fnatic, their buy up here matches that of their opponents. It's going to be a pretty close round, not the standard 3. Vanity is being spammed through the smoke
Analizi
completely.
biraz azaltalım ya.
Dropped as another one falls towards the
Vanity'ye
stairs.
4K
We'll look towards the
trade'i
site where
okey.
there's 3 players. Paranoia used as they blitz back
Helal
in.
oğlum Boster,
Boster
aferin lan
caught, he
sana.
wasn't blinded. He's found a safe spot on the side and his teammates
Aferin
are coming in
Alfo.
to reclaim that control. They've even stunned up Jake. Left
Çok
him
iyi.
all
Bravo
alone.
çocuklar. Bravo çocuklar.
There was
Bu
no
bonus
safe
round da
space
alındı.
for him to hide
İşte
in
bu.
until the stun dissipated. Curry
Kendine geldi Fnatic. Evet.
leading the charge.
Evet
This
seyirciler.
squad, he's not going to even go for it.
No, I think he would be wise not
Döndük,
to
dur.
in this case, a 1 versus 4, and obviously the finances.
Abi çok sevgili gibi davranmasanız olur mu?
Not
Bir
in a great
arkadaşın
spot
anıları
to be
aklına
able to do
geliyormuş.
much in the next round. Him having a hero rifle alongside some of those
Tamam da
pistols
çok da öyle şey değiliz zaten ya şu an.
could be impactful. For Fnatic, they might want to go on
Sen
hunt,
bize bir de bizi off
try
stream
and
gör.
remove that gun. They have some spare cash to play with in the pistol conversion, and now this round actually looking
Which
cleaner
is
than when
yani.
they faced the pistols themselves. Of course, a lot of that is down to C9 taking those gambles, but they did well in this round. And as said, like when it comes to this map,
Siz değil
Fnatic
misiniz?
are well known
Sevgilinizle
to be a
Witch.
dominant force.
Herkes
But
öyledir
also,
ya herhalde.
well, more so if anything,
Herkes
Bence
öyledir.
herkes
they are
sevgilisiyle
well known for
mıçmıştır
their
ya.
attack side.
Hele
Being
yalnız
able to
kaldığında
turn
kesin
any
mıçmıştır
tide
yani.
when it comes to
Sevgilisiyle.
Evet abi.
this
Niye
side of the map.
sevgilisin o
In
zaman
fact,
ya?
a lot of
Arkadaş
the
ol o zaman
sort of
mıçmış bir
gimmicks and
insan
ideas
değilsen.
you see other teams use, like the Odin spams and all of this thing, it was thought out by this roster.
Hangi sevgili?
Yeah, players like Chronicle.
Orhun teşekkür ederim canım eyvallah.
As we've talked about, we saw Vanity attempt some of the same finesse that he's been pulling into the server, but
Yet he really loves to show,
Yallarsın
doesn't
bile.
he?
he does.
Abartma
Yeah,
Metin.
it's a personal favorite of his. Showing the Lotus on Lotus. Dedication, the consistency. Well, C9 have got a few pistols. They've got one Vandal in Curry, who's obviously saved
Boşa
that through from the
geçildi.
previous round. They'll have an
Yorumladım.
opportunity if they
Analiz.
do funnel in
Analiz.
towards C, but for now, seeing pistols
İyi
close on
flash.
A, dodging
İyi
Paranoia
flash.
across the
Güzel.
board as well. That's unlucky for C9.
Sonraki
They had
çıktın
some
vurdun.
opportunities
Aynen
as well.
öyle.
That's an easy
Tamam.
kill. Not
Çok
quite,
güzel
Jake.
oğlum.
And there's no way
Çok
out for
güzel
Zephyr either.
oğlum.
Good catch by Durka.
Çok
That was
güzel
3
oğlum.
players pushed on A and 3 players deleted.
Well, the rifle that Curry is
Tamam
in
bu
the
Curry'e
right
dikkat,
place.
Vandalı var. Kill
Timing
vermeyelim.
of it maybe
Ekonomi
not so
kasalım.
great.
Buyurun.
He will take the back sight. The smoke will keep him out of position for
Ne
quite a
diyorsun
while,
ya?
and Leo
Müneccim ya bu Leo.
is going to put him down as well. For Vanity,
En kötüleri kaldı.
dying to the spike might not be the worst thing. Some of those ults are very close
Çok
to
güzel
being
oldu,
online,
bravo.
and while Chronicle will
9
get
eli.
one closer. Viper's pit one away, Showstopper, Nightfall already online. Fnatic are really building up these ultimates. They haven't had to use any of them so far to win their rounds. They've just been clean with the rifles. And okay, sure, those ults are building up on the other side, but you feel like Fnatic
Abi
might
Dilan
just be able
Polat
to
da çok
force their way
mıçmışmış.
through this next round with the ults they have.
Buradan selam olsun
Well, this is it.
Kodes'e.
We've seen already, like, thinking back to Oxy, how prevalent it
Ne
is
oldu
to just
onlara?
pop
Haber
that
geldi mi
showstopper for the
sabahki
space.
şeyden?
lock it
Cezaevine
down on the back of
götürmüşler.
it. If Chronicle's the one planting, you've
Aa.
Evet
got
evet
this
bayağı
pit to play around.
tutuklandılar.
There's a ton of opportunities for this Fnatic side to just
Evet.
Ceza
wrestle
mahkemesine mi
control
çıkacak
out of the
sonra?
hands.
Nasıl oluyor o
Tabii.
işler hiç bilmiyorum ben.
Ben de bilmiyorum
You can
çok.
already see Durka is
Evet,
closing the
söylersin.
space. Showstopper hasn't been used just yet. He probably suspects them to be a little bit more passive.
Takip
Zep is
etmedim.
right up in his face. The spray
İyisin.
close. Bullets
Durka ne
whizzing
yapıyorsun
past
abim?
him,
Ne
catching
yapıyorsun
him
ya?
every now and then
Reload'a
as he
girdi
tries
sandı
to
galiba.
push forward.
Ultisi de geldi elemanın.
It only accelerates it. No showstopper to be used by them. But they have got the pit. Should
Bir dakika. Bir dakika. Boster iyi lurkluyor. Sakin. Boster çok iyi lurkluyor da. Çok iyi lan Alfo. Boster hadi lan gel artık. Ya sen gelene kadar kanka ya. Ne yapıyorsun? Hayır atma. Gerek yok.
Only Zeppa has a phantom to return, although he's just swapped over to the not so silenced one. Instead, looking for those one-tap headshots on any range. See if he can convert with it, but the firing squad in play will probably deny. And with Oxy not missing a shot, that's a certainty.
Yeah, I thought for a second that was just a bit
Tutuklandı,
of
mahkeme
an
görülecek.
overzealous
Mahkemeden
push from
sonra hüküm
C9,
giyebilir ya da
but the thing
serbest
is, it
vesaire
seems like
işte.
a lot of the plays they make are risky, but they do it with absolute confidence. Like they all go in together. They follow those seekers through. That was what they were aiming for there. The seekers
Sırp
go in.
yasa
You see
dışı
the
bahis
first two
sitesinin
kills go the
paralarını
way of Fnatic, but the
akladıkları ve
rest of the team
Türk
are
üst
not
düzey
deterred.
yöneticiler tarafından
They carry that
kullandıkları
push.
hakkında iddialar var.
They use the information. And after a
Türk Ceza Mahkemesi'ne
5 round
çıkacak
streak from
hakkındaki
Fnatic,
iddialar silahlı çete kurma,
combo
kaçak bahis
is
sitesi
broken.
kurma ve
The
oynatma,
problem though
naylon
is the
fatura,
economy is yet to be
kara
built
para
up on
aklama
the
gibi
other side.
şeylerden
Fnatic,
yargılanacak
well, they've
ifadelerinde
still got
66
plenty
sayfa
of cash to play
sonuçlanmış.
with. That
Wow.
showstopper is still online. The Viper's Pit is
Geçmiş
still
olsun hocam.
online.
Geçmiş olsun.
So although they've managed to break back,
Cezalarını
Fnatic are
bulsunlar.
not broken.
Not yet. Showstopper will be used for space. Vanity's ankle seen as he hopped out of the site. They clear out every single angle that they can. The Showstopper deep fire doesn't get
Boş
much.
bir
Now,
ulti.
Oxy has his for the way
Bayağı
back
geriden
through.
tutuyorlar şu anda.
Bir öncekinde
Şöyle
bu
tekrar.
niye böyle oynuyor bu çocuk?
If you're on the
bugün?
side of C9 conceding the space,
Böyle bir
they
şey
can
öyle
quickly
çok
be
sorun değil
recovered,
ha.
but the shot didn't
Açıldı,
land.
açıldı.
The rocket was fired for no effect. Viper's pick goes down, maybe a little bit late, but it will cover the space it needs to. A snake bite perhaps
Bir dakika,
to fly
Chronicle
through and
ulti
land,
burada
but
işleri
Chronicle's already
değiştirebilir.
out dry on
Dikkat
utility.
abi.
They need to do it with weapons. And there's
Çok
a
güzel
judge
oldu, çok
inside,
önemli
but
ki.
luckily it's
Helal lan
Chronicle
Alfacer.
and Alpha quick on the trigger, and
Bravo,
it comes
bravo
down to
çocuklar.
just one man. Not even on the spike, and caught as he tries to make it close. The slaughter.
Fnatic make that one.
Evet Smash kötü bir sezon geçirdi Dörke.
Got shaky for a second, that Viper's Pit
Ama
being
tersi de
a
pis
huge
yani biliyorsun.
problem. You could see
Bir
the
başladı mı?
side of C9 just running
Yayın
through it,
sesini bir tık
attempting
kıstım.
to try and catch Chronicle, but
Tamamdır
honestly
Bats.
it's like trying to catch smoke. He is 23-9. He is having one hell of a day, and what we've seen from, if you've ever spoken
O
to
kadar hiçbir şey
Chronicle,
anlamadım
I
ki
don't think
roundda.
he
Ben
likes it
anlatayım
here
sana.
in Tokyo.
Chronicle ulti açtı, Viper ultisi.
Doesn't mind it.
Cloud9
Doesn't mind it. I don't
Chronicle
know what that
ultiye
stage
zıpladı.
is doing
Çatır
to
çatır.
him.
Shotgunları
The thing is
falan
as
var diye.
well,
Artistler ya.
Okay, sure.
Amerikalı ya.
In comparison to
Alfacer'le
VCT
Leo abim,
trophies,
Chronicle abim de hepsini
people might not
halletti. Tık
necessarily
tık tık.
count them in the same bracket, but I can tell you for free that Chronicle, if he takes this one, he's still got the most trophies.
Cezaya çıktı
There's not going to be too many people
Tell you that one isn't
who
going to
walk
be.
around with 4 trophies.
That one's not getting checked in. That's going to be on the.
Oh
the
yeah,
side.
No, they don't trust it.
Adnan Oktar'dan biraz daha az mı?
Lesson learned.
Oğlum Adnan Oktar 10.000 yıl falan
10
almadılar
to
mı?
8 in this time. The pause over on the side of C9 isn't taken with
GG
quite as
bitti
much
hayatları.
of a relaxed atmosphere.
Ben o kadar
No
büyük bir
smiles,
şey alacaklarını
No laughter.
düşünmüyorum.
Instead, it's business time.
Yani
This is their pause, their
ne bileyim
time.
aralarından birkaç kişinin
They need
rahata
to find
çıkacağını
a
falan
way
düşünüyorum
back
hatta.
in because, well, the credits are low, the ults aren't really there to recover.
Vallahi bunlar
and it's
doğruysa
10 to 8. Fnatic
alsınlar.
getting towards the home stretch.
Almaları
Because
lazım
all
Milleti
the
salak
back
yerine
end
koyuyorlar
was
bir de yani
decided.
storylerle
You don't
vesaire.
want to put it down to a coin flip.
No, and also they had a decent haven, but they struggled a little bit
Sabah şeyi
versus some of
gördüm
those
işte bu
anti-eco rounds.
iddialar varken
It's
böyle
also worth
ekmeği öpüyor
mentioning a
ya
lot of
böyle.
the pauses seen,
Evet, evet.
especially in the last
Yapıştırıyor
map, were a
böyle
little bit
alnı. O
more
onları
preemptive.
izledim çok
Şey
fena
diyor ya,
ya.
ben akıllı
Boyla
kadınım.
uçuyorlar.
Kafamda 50 tane plan var. Patladı bu.
Now Fnatic, at least in this map, are
Zaten
firmly
onu
within the
diyenden
driver's
sıkıntı
seat.
var yani. Ben akıllı kadın kafamda 50 tane plan var. Aynen kanka. İş kadınıyım diyordu. Ne oldu?
Something to be
Şey diye
marveled
açıklama
at,
yapmış.
something to be mimicked.
Ben o işleri karışmam. Ben sadece markanın yüzüğüyüm
Not
demiş.
many can match up to the original.
Neyse aman kapat ya. Maçız.
Venting out the smoke for the start. Snakebite clear in towards the rubble.
Hocam
Not being
Cloud9
fought
Echo.
for this time out.
10'a
They will
8.
methodically take this control.
Her şey çok iyi.
Just bear in mind the weaponry here from
Keyifler
C9 is
yerinde.
shaky. A Bulldog and Guardian might not seem so bad, but the
Talihsizlik
rest,
olmasın. Round'u
pistols
vermeyelim.
and a stinger. Not even a judge for
Dedikodu
Oxy this
işinde
time
varsın
out.
abi,
He is
tabii.
gonna rotate into position now. Something to note with Fnatic, They're very happy to rotate back to B.
Güzel rotate'liyorlar, erken rotate'liyorlar. Fnatic acele etmiyor. Tribe sokuyor rakibi. 3 oldular bu arada A'da. Burada dikkat etmek lazım. A close fight olduğu için bir de ekolar avantajlarına biraz. B'ye dönüldü, güzel. O B'ye çok çabuk geldiler. B'ye çok çabuk geldiler. Eyvah. Eyvah. Olur onu. Gece ulti harcandı, güzel. Bak bu el alınırsa süper şu an. Alfo da attı. Nice oğlum. Kır onu, kır onu. İyisin, iyisin. Aferin Leo, aferin Leo. Çikolata işe yaramış oğlum. Nice, bravo.
Ay bak saçlara bak ya.
Oha ne güzel.
Ne kadar tarz insanlar.
Yo ben şeye dedim.
Gördüm de.
Bakmadım hiç. Neydi, ne var saçlarında?
Böyle buraya aslanbaşı gibi yapmış. Aşağıdaki saçları da gibi yapmış. Hepsi farklı farklı yani.
I think in Tokyo he's more of a master, if anything.
Very much so, Tom. Very much so.
Ne oğlum, neresi?
A master of his craft.
Ben en farklı ve güzel kadınla zaten yan yana oturuyorum şu anda. Bana ne?
Vanity pulling out the big boy. The Odin looking to give them a taste of their own medicine, something Boaster's used many times in this very same position.
Vanity onu Boaster yapıyor abi. Tamam.
Suspects they've already pushed past, but no, they're not quite that close, and now trouble starts to brew. He just ran out of toxins, or just cancelled at least.
I love that from Chronicle. You see how careful Durka is running around that burn, and Chronicle just runs up, taps it, runs away. This man, a cold-blooded killer. And again, Fnatic, well, they've just moved away.
Saldık A'yı. Yani Odin'i de görünce aslında bir tık mantıklı gibi. Bu eli alırsak gitti bu arada map. Okey, boş bir flash. Tamam, fazla tribe girdi o. Anksiyetesi tuttu amına koyayım. Hemen B'ye girelim, buyurun. Çok güzel plan, tertemiz. Çıktık, killjoy ultileri yok. Chronicle'ın yeri müthiş. Her şey harika şu anda. Eksiksiz.
Good angle to play from, but now he has to move towards the side because C9 are starting to claim ground. Chronicle's the first to fall.
Yine başladı.
Back from Vanity as he had the lineup ready to roll.
Vur şunu. Nice oğlum Durka. Nice lan Alfo.
Steps up to the blade in a big way. Boaster now is left alone, but he's landed the headshot. And Jake is 45
Çok iyi.
HP, still having a grab well. That's the clock winning.
Nice oğlum, nice oğlum, nice oğlum. Aferin lan Boaster, aferin oğlum. Ne yaptı abi Zepa? Nasıl çevirdi ya? Ya sana bir şey diyeyim mi? Şöyle maplerde Phantom oynamak lazım, yemin ederim bak. Vandal boş iş abi. Çok daha rahat spray transfer yapıyorsun ya. Şuraya bak abi. Vandal'la yapamazsın ha onu. Phantom büyüktür Vandal baba. Hele bu map kesin Phantom yani. Hep close fight çünkü. 15 metre fight yapıyorsun sürekli zaten. Site'larda. Çok güzel oğlum. Bitti bitti bitti. Hadi bakalım. Gel bakalım, nereye gidiyorsun? O niye çekmedi lan? Ha şeymiş. Üstüne vurma. Ne yapıyorsun sen? Beni tutuşluyor Boaster. Ayıksın.
They're waiting. They've spotted that flank. Nothing that has been attempted by C9 on this defense has caught them off guard. No surprises in their back pocket like on prior maps. The turret even watching, and Vanity now left on just 27 HP. Two of them still sat within this A site. There's plenty of gaps. A Viper's pick going to be placed onto B, but it's just to stop the wraparound.
Vanity ne yaptı şimdi amına koyayım? B'ye ulti açtı.
And in the meantime,
C boş aga sizin.
He's chilling.
He's got that space. It's Alpha that I'm most worried about, being so close in and around this pit, clearing out all this space. I mean, they are going to know just how free and open this
Abi
is.
Japon kestiler, biraz daha sesli.
It's going to be devastating for C9 on the rotation. You see the knife out. They don't suspect there's going to be anyone nearly close.
Çok iyi oğlum, bravo.
A massive kill for Alpha Yer for the side of Fnatic with the advantage now.
Heaven'a gidiyoruz.
Brilliant about that.
What's that?
So they walk into the seaside, and before planting, they shoot the nanos to let them know they're there.
Yep.
Because Alpha is in prime spot to catch them. It honestly, the levels at which Fnatic are playing at are second to none. And they're so prepared for this rotation. Chronicle adds another kill to his tally as Leo takes us to
Haydi. Heaven seversiniz. Heaven map'inde görüşmek üzere. Hemen geliyorum. Bir dışarı çıkayım, hava alayım. Beraber.